Crab soup with Malabar spinach is a comforting, soul-soothing dish that brings together the delicate sweetness of fresh crab, the earthy richness of jute leaves, and the vibrant, slightly tangy flavor of spinach. This traditional summer soup is the perfect balance of light yet deeply nourishing, making it an ideal choice when you're looking for something both refreshing and hearty. The combination of these ingredients creates a dish that not only tastes wonderful, but also offers a host of health benefits. Rich in calcium and packed with cooling properties, it's a dish that feels revitalizing from the inside out, making it perfect for those warm, sun-filled days when you want something that quenches both hunger and thirst. To prepare this soup, start with the freshest crab you can find. Crab is the star of the dish, bringing a sweetness and a delicate brininess that infuses the broth with a natural depth of flavor. If you're using whole crabs, begin by cleaning and breaking them into pieces, ensuring that all the shells are cracked open to allow the flavors to release into the soup. If you prefer the convenience of crab meat, you can opt for pre-picked crab meat, but using fresh, whole crabs adds an extra layer of richness to the broth that's truly unmatched. In a large pot, bring some water to a boil, then add the cleaned crab pieces, allowing them to cook gently. As the crab cooks, it will release its savory essence into the broth, creating a base that's both sweet and briny. The smell of the simmering crab will fill the kitchen, creating a mouth-watering fragrance that signals the beginning of something wonderful. You'll want to let the crab simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes, giving enough time for the flavors to develop without overcooking the delicate meat. While the crab is simmering, it's time to prepare the Malabar spinach, also known as bala, and the jute leaves, also known as yute. These leafy greens are what give this soup its earthy depth and cooling properties. Malabar spinach has a slightly peppery taste and a tender texture that holds up beautifully in soups, while jute leaves are known for their mucilaginous texture, which contributes to the smoothness of the broth. If you've never cooked with these greens before, they can seem a little unusual, but they offer a unique combination of flavors and textures that bring a sense of authenticity and richness to the soup. Wash the Malabar spinach and jute leaves thoroughly to remove any dirt or grit, then chop them into bite-sized pieces. Once the crab has had enough time to cook, add the greens to the pot, stirring gently to mix them into the broth. The greens will cook down quickly, infusing the soup with their vibrant color and unique flavor. The jute leaves, in particular, will create a silky, almost gelatinous texture that contrasts beautifully with the delicate crab meat and the tender spinach. Stir everything together, allowing the greens to fully incorporate into the soup. The color of the broth will shift to a rich, deep green, and the flavors will meld together in a way that feels both warming and refreshing. Season the soup with a bit of salt, pepper, and perhaps a splash of fish sauce or a squeeze of lime for added depth and brightness. The seasoning should be subtle, letting the natural flavors of the crab and the greens shine through. If you like a bit of heat, a few slices of fresh chili can be added to the broth, giving it a gentle kick that balances the sweetness of the crab. A small handful of fresh herbs, like cilantro or green onions, can be tossed in at the end to add an extra layer of fragrance and freshness. As the soup simmers, the delicate sweetness of the crab meat combines beautifully with the earthiness of the spinach and jute leaves, creating a harmonious blend of flavors. The resulting broth is light yet flavorful, with the crab providing a depth of umami and the greens offering a cooling sensation that makes each spoonful feel refreshing and revitalizing. The soup is rich in calcium from the leafy greens, making it a nourishing, mineral-packed dish that supports bone health and overall vitality. It's the kind of meal that not only fills you up, but leaves you feeling balanced and rejuvenated. This crab soup with Malabar spinach is more than just a simple meal. It's a dish that connects you to tradition, offering a blend of comforting warmth and refreshing lightness. Whether you enjoy it on a hot summer day or as a gentle antidote to the stresses of everyday life, the soup has a way of making you feel nourished in both body and spirit. The richness of the crab and the cooling properties of the greens come together in a perfect balance, creating a dish that is as satisfying as it is healthy. The beauty of this soup lies in its simplicity. Each ingredient plays a vital role in the final flavor profile, yet no one element overwhelms the others. The sweetness of the crab, The depth of the jute leaves and the peppery freshness of the spinach create a symphony of flavors that feel light, yet indulgent. It's the kind of dish that can be enjoyed on its own or served with a side of rice or crusty bread to soak up the flavorful broth. As you savor each spoonful, you'll find yourself appreciating the perfect balance of flavors and textures that make this soup so special. Crab soup with Malabar spinach is a dish that feels like it's meant to be shared. It's the kind of recipe that invites you to slow down, savor each bite, and appreciate the natural flavors of the ingredients. Whether you're making it for a family dinner or for yourself, it's a dish that brings a sense of comfort and connection, comforting with its warm, savory broth and the rich, nutritious ingredients, and connecting with its roots in traditional, home-cooked meals. This soup is a reminder that sometimes the simplest, most wholesome dishes are the ones that leave the most lasting impression.